Oh yeah, alright. Oh man, oh man. Hey, let the magic man break it down for you with the top 5 green cards from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. It's so Rasta. Ladies and gentlemen, wizards, warlocks, goblins, ghouls, witches, bitches, and fools, thanks for coming back to Untap Upkeep Win. We appreciate you coming back. We got some exciting stuff going on for you this special 420 edition. We're going to talk about green cards. The best ones from Outlaws of Thunder Junction for your pleasure. Because you know what? You deserve to know what the best is and how well these cards work for you in your competitive strategies and your casual strategies and any other strategies that you tend on using. Anywho, I hope you enjoy this video and I hope you enjoy everything that follows, because gosh dang it, we're just doing the best we can with what we got. You know what I'm saying, folks? So do your boy a favor on this special 420 edition. Get high on life and hit that smash like button, hit that smash subscription button, smash that like bell, like that smash subscription bell, and bell that like. You know what I'm saying? Alright, coming in at a honorable mention is Mary Jane Herbalist. For 2 colorless, 2 green. This legendary creature, a human druid, allows you to, at the beginning of each upkeep, create a 0/1 green plant buddy creature token, man. And whenever a plant dies, its controller creates a food token, man. And for 2 mana, you can gain control of target plant creature token. Each opponent may activate this ability. Alright, I'm just kidding. This isn't a real card, but damn, it needs to be. Everybody would be playing Mary Jane. Know what I mean? Especially up in the Mile High City. Get it. Get. Go. Yeah. Coming in the number 5 spot is Colossal Rattleworm. For 2 colorless, 2 green, it has flash as long as you control a desert, and trample. You can also pay 1 colorless and a green to exile Colossal Rattleworm from your graveyard, search your library for a desert card, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. I think this card's fantastic. It's in the 5th position because it's not a mythic, it's not doing anything completely broken. Again, you got to be able to run a desert, but for what he does, it's pretty damn good. You can get this out as early as turn 2 or turn 3 in certain decks. I, for one, love Pioneer. I can get this out pretty fast, and deserts are being run in a majority of decks nowadays. I could see this card being very successful for people. And with that being said, let's turn things over to our resident expert, Mr. Nix. Nix, what do you think of this card?
That's a good one.
Coming in the number 4 spot is one of my favorites, Smuggler Surprise. It's a 1-drop spree card. At instant speed, you can +2 to mill 4 cards. You may put up to 2 creature and or land cards from among the milled cards into your hand. +5, you may put up to 2 creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield, and for +1, creatures you control with power 4 or greater gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Holy cow. So basically this card's doing everything you want it to do. Especially when it comes to finding lands and or creatures. You can do that for 3 mana, which can come out as early as turn 2 if you got the right mana dork in play early on. For 6 mana, you can put 2 creature cards from your hand on the battlefield, almost like a collected company, but for the big boys, which I especially like because you never know when you could need those big creatures to come in and just completely wreck somebody. I mean, for 6 mana, that's nothing in a green deck. Especially with the combat tricks that green already has. This just makes things better. And then to know that your creatures you control with power 4 or greater gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn for basically 2 mana is really just everything you could ever want to protect your creatures. So this definitely gets an A+ in my book, and I hope it gets an A+ in yours. This is going to be a lot of fun to play in any green deck.
That's a good one.
You said it, Mr. Nix.
Coming in the 3 spot is Sandstorm Salvager, 2 colorless, 1 green. The Human Artificer says whenever it enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 colorless Golem artifact creature token, and for 2 mana and for tapping it, you can put a 1/1 counter on each creature token you control. They gain trample until end of turn. Well, good golly, Miss Molly. This card's doing everything I want it to do, especially in something like a Blink deck. I'd pair this with something with white or something with blue, or maybe even both. I don't know, maybe you can reach out to my good friend Batman. He'll let you know how it all breaks down. But seriously, folks, if you can make tokens for days with this thing, you're in a good position. Again, blinking this is something I'm really excited about. To be able to use artifacts too is really advantageous for a lot of artifact decks. The stats on this are just busted. Again, if you're playing Mana Dorks, which any green deck is, this is coming out as early as turn 2, and by then you've already got 5 or 6 power on the battlefield. But yeah, I'm really fond of this card. I can see it doing very well in any format. So it's definitely a must play.
That's a good one.
In the number 2 spot, we've got Freeze Strider Lookout, another 3-drop. This one's a human rogue, 3/3 for reach. Whenever you commit a crime, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped. Put the rest of the bottom of your library in a random order. This ability triggers only once each turn. I think this card is busted. Now, as we know, committing a crime means targeting your opponent with something, so you could easily do this with something like black, like thought seizing, duressing, things of that nature, or even something with red in it, burn their face. It's another way to ramp your already fast, rampy green deck. In addition to that, having the great stats of a 3/3 with reach is just bonkers to me. And to be able to look at the top 5 is truly advantageous in any deck, any format. But again, I kind of see it more in a multicolored deck, specifically Golgari or the Gruul decks. This would be a fun one to play. You can get away with a lot of land cards coming in tapped, and some of them already come in tapped anyway. This could help you with scry abilities, as well as anything that's going to come in tapped anyway. I can see it doing very well with a Gates deck, because people still love Gates, and that would be another fun way to find lands that you need. And last but certainly not least, Bristly Bill Spinesower, 1 colorless, 1 green, legendary creature, plant druid. With landfall, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. And for 3 colorless, 2 green, double the number of 1/1 counters on each creature you control. Comes in as a 2/2, and he just takes care of you from there, baby. I think this card is absolutely bonkers. It needs to be played in any green deck. I love it in a Hardened Scales build. You know you're going to get landfall triggers for days. With the amount of ramp going on, like with cards like Farseek and Cultivate, you can really take full advantage of this creature, putting counters upon counters on creatures, a lot of which may also be unblockable if you have something like Herald of Secret Streams out there. I, for one, am a big Simic fan. I think that'd be great if you could just swing in unblockable with an army of creatures that have a bunch of 1/1 counters on them. And to know that you can also use this as a mana sink to put even more counters on those creatures is just mind-boggling to me. Get your hands on Bristly Bill Spinesower. He's ready to party if you are. And thank you for watching, folks. We appreciate you coming by. Have a blessed and wonderful week.
That's a good one.